We're all here.
So you're sitting at your local coffee shop, or perhaps at home, immersed in a simple routine, drinking deeply from dark, inky, bitter liquid, and relishing the caffeine as it's injected into your system, reverberating its way through your body. While coffee is most recognizable as a steaming cup of joe, it actually begins its life fairly unrecognizable as a cherry. And it isn't until after the coffee embarks on an amazing journey that we can enjoy it in our cups. NCA, or the National Coffee Association, established in North America in 1911, states best that coffee is much more than a drink. It's a culture, an economy, an art, a science. Now I'd like each of you to embark on a journey with me. A journey from cherry to cup. Geography plays a major role in importing flavor and ensuring quality of bean. Coffee trees grow between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn. That's where the weather is going to be warm, so it can allow for the coffee to actually grow properly. Starbucks Coffee Master Resources, published in 2010, explain coffee, much like wine grapes, gets much of its flavor from specific growing conditions. Although many regions are capable of producing coffee, 3 regions stand out for superior coffee manufacturing. Latin America, Africa. Fun fact, African coffees are great and juicy when you make them iced. Asia, and notable subregions include Guatemala, Costa Rica, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Indonesia, respectively. Elevation also plays a key role in producing quality coffee. Arabica beans are widely considered to be the superior coffee genus and is yielded only at high elevations, that would be between 3,000 and 6,000 feet. The combination of high elevation and tropical climate allows for warm days and cool nights, which will naturally slow down the maturation of the coffee bean, thus allowing for a fuller flavor and, in the end, a superior cup of coffee. In our journey for the perfect cup, we've now seized our Coffea Arabica, but it's still not ready to brew just yet. We have to process it. Coffee is processed using 3 main methods. We have washed, semi-washed, and natural. Each one of these methods is unique and has a profound effect on the flavor. The wash process, according to Starbucks Coffee Master Resources, relies heavily on the use of water and the fermentation process. It's often noted for its pronounced acidity. In contrast, semi-washed coffee experiences several stages of drying and has no fermentation. The lack of fermentation results in an herbal and earthy cup and is often noted for having a heavier body or a lingering taste when you have the cup. The last common method of processing is natural processing. With this method, the coffee fruit, or the actual meat or pulp of the coffee, is left on to dry in the sun. This is going to impart a rich, juicy, and oftentimes fruity taste into your cup. This results in a sweeter and more complex flavor. The coffee is now ready. By now, it should resemble a coffee bean. You know, except for one small thing, it's actually green right now. Green coffee is going to look just like this, and that's actually what you see in a lot of your diet pills. Green coffee is a natural metabolism booster. However, if you tried to make a cup out of it, it wouldn't taste like the coffee you know. The next step would be roasting. So in order to get this green coffee to resemble the dark and robust beans that we're used to, we're going to have to put it through a roaster first. Coffee is roasted in large heated drums and is oftentimes roasted in batches between 400 and 600 pounds when you're talking about large manufacturers. After the roasting process, the coffee is going to be sorted and examined. It's going to have to pass a certain color test. If it's either too dark, past the point of French roast, overly bitter, or too light, where it's not going to brew even a lighter blonde roast, that's going to be tossed out immediately. After that, all the beans would be arranged and categorized into 3 main groups. We have our blonde, our medium, and our dark roast. Coffee Master material of the popular Seattle-based Starbucks chain notes that lighter roasted coffees tend to feature higher acidity, while darker roasted coffees feature fuller body and flavor. Coffee for many, including myself, is more than just a beverage. Coffee brewed to perfection becomes a passion. A cup prepared for another person is an intimacy, and a beverage celebrated by so many becomes a culture. It is only through sourcing the coffee cherry, processing, and roasting that the Coffea arabica, may become the coffee bean we recognize today, ready to be brewed and enjoyed. Thank you all very much for having embarked on this journey with me, from cherry to cup.
No.